I'm Brian Barnes and welcome back to the U of L EcoReps training series. One of the things which makes our modern lives so highly unsustainable is waste. Americans produce enough solid waste each year to fill over 2 million 747 jumbo jets, or 4.5 pounds per person per day. Clearly, that volume of waste is not sustainable. U of L has made a firm commitment to the 3 R's of waste reduction: reduce, reuse, and then recycle. In this video, we'll share what U of L is doing and what you can do to help out. The first step in making less waste is simply using less disposable stuff. Look around you. There's stuff everywhere. Do we really need all of this stuff? The impact of all this stuff on our planet and our pocketbook can no longer be ignored. And the sad thing is, most of it's just junk. Stuff that's not intended to last and that we can easily do without. U of L is taking steps to reduce this waste through a variety of means, from our green purchasing policy to paperless information technology programs. You can reduce your stuff usage too, and U of L can help. Most things are really simple. For instance, you can cut your paper use in half just by printing on both sides of the page. Or look for opportunities to replace single-use disposable items with reusable ones whenever you can. Cloth grocery bags, hand towels, napkins and coffee filters, rechargeable batteries, reusable eating utensils, mugs, and water bottles are just the beginning. Even at the holidays, you can think about giving low-stuff, high-fun gifts like tickets to a show or restaurant gift certificates. Where else can you reduce? The second step is thinking creatively about how to reuse the stuff you already have. After all, the greenest and cheapest thing is the thing you don't have to buy. U of L has several programs to help departments, staff, and students reuse all kinds of things. The Surplus Property Exchange program lets departments pass along durable goods like furniture, equipment, and even vehicles. In fact, U of L's food waste composting project, which makes soil for the garden commons, got its van from U of L Surplus. Employees can also use the online Materials Exchange Board to post and search for reusable items, such as packing and shipping materials, office supplies, computers, and more. Students can get in on the reusing with the Swap Shop. Hosted at the end of each year by Housing and Residence Life, the Swap Shop lets students exchange everything from clothes and electronics to household items. Find a new home for things you no longer need, or score some new gear for your dorm or home. Another great option comes to you thanks to the Gaia Movement, a nonprofit that collects donated clothing and shoes in the light green boxes around campus. Your donations not only help keep stuff out of the landfill, but Gaia funds environmental and community projects all over the world. But you can get creative and reuse all kinds of things yourself. Instead of throwing away food containers, see if you can repurpose them for storage, rather than buying new plastic storage containers. What other ways can you think of to reuse everyday items? Lastly, for things you can't find other uses or users for, there's recycling. You'd be amazed at all the things you can recycle, and U of L makes it as easy as possible. Let me show you a couple of common recycling programs on campus, and be on the lookout for even more recycling options in the future as U of L heads toward its goal of zero waste. For day-to-day trash, U of L's single-stream recycling system accepts all types of paper, plastics, cardboard, metal, and glass, all in the same bin. These materials are all sorted and baled by QRS Recycling in New Albany. They can handle small amounts of contamination, so if you think it's recyclable, just put it in the bin. And you don't need to worry if it's not perfectly clean or empty. You'll find recycling bins all over campus. U of L has solutions for recycling less common items too, like electronics, batteries, lighting, printer cartridges, cell phones, and even chemical wastes. U of L Surplus accepts any departmental e-waste, including televisions, computers, printers, and other electronics. You should always make sure you're disposing of these items properly, since they contain toxins that can pollute, and some contain components that can be reused. U of L's beautiful campus generates a lot of yard waste, and we recycle that too. Tree limbs, grass clippings, and leaves are shredded to make mulch and compost, bringing them back to help create a healthy, green, sustainable landscape. U of L even composts 400 tons of animal bedding each year from its medical research facilities. Even food waste from many of our dining facilities is turned into nutrient-rich compost, either right here on campus where it provides fertilizer for the garden commons, or through our partnership with Blue Skies Recycling, which picks up most of our dining hall food waste for composting. Altogether, around 6,000 pounds of food waste is kept out of landfills every week. You can pitch in by gathering your food waste and depositing it in collection containers next to the Garden Commons greenhouse, right behind the Cultural Center. There are lots of ways to develop a more sustainable relationship to stuff, and U of L is a great place to do it. With all of these great options, you may never have to throw anything away again. Finally, look for these little green trash cans in campus offices and workstations. By thinking about all of our landfill waste having to fit into that one little can, we will soon discover ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle all over campus. Thanks for doing your part.